everybody, I'm Eva. Thanks for joining. Today's video is about this MZ Wallace bag. This is the City Tote, and this is a new-ish style from MZ Wallace. I think it came out several months ago, but this color and material is new for this particular style. There's a small and a medium, and this is in the medium size. For me, the size of this bag is like a Goldilocks size. It's not too big, it's not too small, and I'm going to be using it to take to yoga class, and I'll show you more later in the video. Now, just recently I did a complete MZ Wallace collection video, so if you watched that, you know that I don't really need any more MZ Wallace bags, and if you didn't watch it and you would like to, I'll have that video linked below. But to be clear, I know that I don't need another MZ Wallace bag, but I don't have one in quite this in-between size. It's not a small handbag size, but it's not really big enough to be like a travel bag. Although I could see use for it as a one-night overnighter if I was packing light. But anyway, I'll get into the details of what fits and how I'm using it as we go on. But first, I just want to show you some of the details of this bag. So this is a nylon bag, but it has a coating on it. It's not a patent leather, but it's like a similar effect, let's say. And the name of this particular color is Bordeaux Lacquer. And I think that's a really good name for that, the Bordeaux being like a deep, deep burgundy. To me, it almost has like a cherry red color to it, or a deep cherry, or a dark cherry, or even a chocolate covered cherry. I think would be even better. So here's the front of the bag. It has one of these external pockets here. Here's the back of the bag, a same small external pocket here. I mean small in terms of width because this pocket fits right between the handles, but it does go all the way down to the bottom of the bag. Here's a shot of the base, and you can see it has a pretty wide base, and that helps it stand up on its own, which I'll talk more about here in a bit. Here are the little cute feet. I don't think they really do a lot to protect the bottom, but they sure do look cute on the bottom of the bag. And here is the MZ Wallace branding on the bottom. The bag has the vachetta leather trimming. It does come with a crossbody strap, and it does have the trimming here on the handles. When you look down on top of the bag, you can see that it fully closes with a zipper. Like, you know, sometimes bags will have openings on either end, but this one is fully closed. And one of my favorite features is when you open up the bag, you see this really beautiful pink lining. Isn't that pretty? I really like how it coordinates with the exterior color. On either side of the main zipper, there are two external pockets, and they are pretty good size. You can see this is how far it opens, and it goes all the way down to the bottom seam of the bag. Here's a close-up of the bag when it's completely empty. I do want to point out that the bag stays up and open on its own, and I think that's because of this exterior fabric here, in that it's a coated nylon. In my experience, the bags with coated nylon tend to have more structure to them. Of course, it's still floppy and flexible, but the fact that it will stand up by itself, I think, is something important to know, because for me, that was really important when I'm packing and unpacking a yoga bag, that to be able to stay open for me through that packing process. The organization of this bag is very similar to other MZ Wallace bags in the Metro line. So when you go under this flap here, you can see that there is a zipper pocket on the back wall. It's trimmed in leather. There's a little card pocket under that. When you open up the zipper pocket, then there are two other smaller organizational pockets back here. And then on the front wall of the bag, there are two slip pockets trimmed in leather. The first one is more flat in nature, and the second one has a little bit more curve to it. It's got this large, big, chunky zipper here, which I really like. And in the back pocket here, I've got some hair products, shampoo and conditioner. Here on the front wall of the bag, I've got one pocket used for deodorant, and the other pocket I have for a small compact brush. And then just here in the main body of the bag, I've got two towels. There's my yoga pants, yoga shirt, and a little plastic bag to put the wet clothes in after class, and the Keeley chair. I don't currently have anything on it, but it does remind me to point out that this has the gunmetal hardware, which you can see there, and also here where the vachetta leather attaches to the hardware here on the sides of the bag and also on the strap. And in here I just have this little Coach Kiss Lock coin purse, and in here I have my like hair ties, my rubber bands and hair barrettes, you know, little things like that. And then back here I've got the little pouch that comes with this bag. The bag also has snaps where you can close it up and let it have a smaller profile. And then I just want to show you what that looks like when the bag is snapped. Yeah, it has that look to it, just a little bit more cinched up here on the sides. For me, it's a little harder to get inside the bag when it's cinched up, but of course it's not impossible. It still works. And you can still pull it open and get access to your things, but in general, I have found that it's much easier for me to use when the snaps are undone. Even though the website shows a photo of this bag being worn as a shoulder bag, I think the strap drop is just too short for me to wear on my shoulders. I plan to use it by the handles and the crossbody strap to take it back and forth to yoga class. So I think the closest size comparison to this Metro City Tote is my small Metro Deluxe. And I know that the strap are weighing the corners down here, but if I were to pull it out like this, I think you can see it's similar to this size. The Metro City Tote holds a little bit more, and it's more pronounced in the east-west direction. You can see when I push in on the bottom, this has no structured bottom. But this bag here does have a structured base. So that, along with this coated fabric, makes it ideal for me. And by the way, I shop at MZ Wallace online, and when I do that, I earn points. So I was able to use some of my points towards this purchase, and I was able to get $50 off. So I do think that that's helpful if you have a purchase history with MZ Wallace. I hope today's video was helpful. When I was thinking about buying this medium City Tote, I couldn't find any helpful videos on YouTube that would help me decide if it might work for me. I hope this gives you some helpful details in case you're thinking about ordering this bag for yourself. Well, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, then let me know in the comments below. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.